Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages for those of us who are on this twin flame soul to soul path. And I remembered that I haven't done a weekly energy read just to see what's going on. So this is for those of us who basically resonate with this twin flame soul to soul energy. And so the reading that I'll do is a weekly energy read, even though it's Thursday, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll see what has been going on this week. So the dailies have been showing that we've gone through a healing. It's been balance. We've had a healing. We've had balance. We've had today this sort of like romantic feeling. And and this message of love coming forward. So I'm kind of curious just to see, because I just remembered that I haven't done it this week. So let's have a look then. So what's going on Divine Counterpart's head is the Hangman. So seeing things from a different perspective. So, and illumination, right? If you look here, this head's all illuminated. So being illuminated. At the heart of him is the Six of Wands. It's victory. He's wanting to have victory of the heart. And victory of the heart is basically feeling victorious in love. And then what's he wanting then? So what he's wanting is truth, to be able to live his truth. Oh, okay, so that's pretty cool. So what's going on in his head is this, like, basically illumination. Because the heart of him, he's having this pull towards being victorious, having victory of the heart. Number 6 is also the number of peace, love, and harmony. What he's wanting is to be able to come forward with his truth, right? So the Ace of Swords is being able to have mental clarity and also to be able to speak your truth, right? Which is being able to cut through all the nonsense and just come forward and just say, this is what I want. So having mental clarity. So the key thing to know for the divine counterpart is that there is inner conflict. Look at that, because this inner conflict, because the heart wants to be victorious. They want to be able to speak their truth. They're having illumination, right? And so because of this combination of what's going on in their head, their heart, the pull towards speaking up, is creating conflict for them. So the energy that they're taking from the union is the Eight of Wands, messages, is the energy of movement forwards towards speaking the truth. Right, so that is just brilliant, because again, over the last few days I've been drawn to share channeled letters that I've done for people over the last few days. So literally bringing these messages forward, because that's the truth. And, you know, that's the heart being victorious, because, you know, the head is seeing from a different perspective. So interesting. Okay, so let's see from our side then. So what we're thinking is the Queen of Swords. Yes, look, because we are sitting, basically because we are wanting them to come forward, right, and just say it like it is. And so in our heads we are just saying, well, it's not that difficult, just come forward and tell us, because we know and we want the same thing, you know. So that's going on in our heads, which is. And then in our hearts we have the juggling the Two of Pentacles. And this is the 2 is the union energy, and this is the physical realm. So we are juggling constantly, you know, between the head, the heart, to trying to get the balance, right? If you look, it's infinity as well. So at the heart of us, we're sort of moving towards, you know, just like it said this week, you know, there was I think it was the Monday, it was like rest and retreat, the Four of Swords. It's like putting the mental swords down, right? And then it was the healing. And so there's constantly this sort of like, you know, juggling that we're doing between head and heart to be able to calm the heart, to calm the head, to bring it in line with the heart. So what are we wanting? For our twins to make a decision. Look at that. 2 and 2, 22. 22 is the sign of the Star of David, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. And so we're wanting our divine counterparts to make a decision to come towards us, right? To come towards the union. And because there is this, because we can't see what decision they're making with our physical eyes, that's why we're having to create this balance within, right? So the key thing to know for us is, look, the Lovers. The key thing to know for us is that a decision will have to be made, around the Lovers. So the Lovers is like making a decision, but it's also the Lovers are the divine lovers, So there is going to have to be the key, there is going to have to be a decision based around how the divine counterpart is going to be victorious in his heart space, because that energy wants to come towards the union. So the energy that we're taking from the union is the King of Wands, which is basically the divine counterpart, isn't it? The King of Wands. So we know that he's right by our side, right? Which is why then it makes us juggle things between the head and the heart, because we know that their energy is right beside us all the time. We know that there has to be a decision that needs to be made if they're in other situations, So all of that is about the Queen of Swords, isn't it? About having that mental clarity, about wanting them to make a decision to come towards the Lovers. Because in the spirit, we know that their energy is with us all the time, because, it's right here, the King of Wands with the Eight of Wands, which is that energy around us, bringing all these messages, all the time, through songs, through conversations that you have with people, through signs, through truck, you drive past and a truck has got your twin's name on, reg plates, everything, it's all around you, because the King of Wands is right by your side, and this is your divine counterpart bringing that energy. So the crowning energy is the Queen of Wands. Yes, of course it is, because you are in sacred marriage already. We had that card yesterday, the sacred marriage. This connection is already there in the, this is the energy of the reunion. This is the spiritual energy, if you like. So the King of Queens of Wands is there, bringing this fast moving energy all the time, because as we become more merged together, both in physical, as they become more enlightened, you can see in their head that they're getting more illuminated, then the energies merge more and more together, right? That's why we have the Eight of Wands and the Queen and the King of Wands together. So what's the grounding energy? And it is the Strength card. So you have got what it takes to see this connection come to basically ground into this physical connection, because the strength of the universe is with you, the strength of love is with you, the strength of love is with the connection. We are moving towards this king and queen energy. And the wands, the wands is the spiritual energy. It's spirit meeting physical, right? So yeah, beautiful. Doesn't surprise me at all, seeing as though we've had the Knight of Cups and temperance and healing this week, and all of those things, all of those energies combined, fit really well with this weekly update, right? Very accurate as always, because there is that. Look, it even tells a story. The heart energy in the middle is like there's inner conflict, because the heart wants to be victorious. It wants to move towards being the king of, when I say it, I mean this energy here. The energy wants to move forwards into the being victorious, because there is that push towards being the King of Wands, and knowing that a decision needs to be made, because ultimately a decision will have to be made around the divine lovers, right? But what it's saying is that there is energy to support you, because there is strength coming from above for these connections. So let's have a look. Let's just do messages of love on the divine counterpart side. We'll have a look. It is, children are important to this partnership. So lots of messages recently around children, around wanting to have that stable family kind of life, right? It doesn't necessarily mean to have children together. It just means that wanting to have that, like the Hierophant, you know, wanting to have like a proper relationship with you. So on our side, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be open with this person. Very often in these connections, because, you know, we experience a lot of rejection, it could make you close down and think, okay, I'm not going to contact, I'm not going to say how I feel, I'm not going to do anything. But that's actually not what we need to do. We need to do the opposite, because that's how, by showing our vulnerability, it pulls the other into the light. Look, true love in the middle. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So there we go. A beautiful message again to get. And today's energy was the 10 of Cups with the Knight of Cups. So this is, you know, wanting, that is sort of like, you know, this King of Wands wanting to bring these messages. So that's what this week is. So I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a reading like this for you and your twin, then please do. All details are in the link below this video. It's like 20 quid. And the more you listen to it, the more I put a healing intent into the videos. And so it will provide you with sort of more insight, more connection, more increase your vibration, like fine-tuning a radio into your connection. So I hope that helps. Yeah, take care. See you next week, or see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.